Hash functions. Hash functions might sound complicated, but it's actually a very ingenious, simple concept that you use in your life every day. It's important for us to get familiar with it, as it is an essential building block of Web3 technologies like blockchain. Now, let's start with a puzzle. Imagine you are in a treasure hunt. You think you know the secret location of the treasure. Another person also claims he knows the secret location. You want to know if he has the same secret location as you do, but without either party disclosing the secret, not even hints or partial reveals. How might you do it? Hash functions make this very easy. Think of a hash function as a box where you can feed in a word, a sentence, a document of any length, and it will always output a unique fixed length hash, like this 32-digit alphanumeric string right here. There are a few unique properties important to good hash functions. Number 1, it can take input of any length and always output a fixed length hash. Secondly, it only works one way. It is not reversible. You can't take the hash and reverse engineer what the original document that was used to generate it. Thirdly, it's collision resistant. If two different inputs create the same output hash, that's bad. That's called a collision. So, coming back to the treasure hunt. What you can do is to hash your secret location and ask the other person to do the same. Now, just show each other your 32-digit hash, and if they're the same, then you guys know you have the identical secret location. And if they're different, then you haven't given anything away about your secret. Go to this website and play around with the real hash function called SHA-256. The link is in the notes below. Try copying and pasting a document into the box and see the hash. And see that no matter how long the document is, the hash output is always the same length. And check that if the document you put in is identical, then the hash is always identical. Try changing one word in your document and see that the hash becomes different. There are many different types of hash algorithms. The internal workings are complicated and beyond the scope of this video. It's not necessary, but if you want to dig in further, I will include a link below. You might wonder when in real life, in the corporate world, you might encounter a situation like the treasure hunt. In fact, every time you log into a website with a password, you are comparing hashes. When you first register an account on a website and you set a password, the website does not store your password into their database for security reasons. Your password is first hashed and then stored. So if you forget your password, no one at the company can tell you what it is by looking up the database. All they can see is the hash, and of course the hash is irreversible. Each time you log in, the password you enter is hashed, and then that is compared with the original in the database to see if your login is successful. Another use for hash functions is during the transfer of files. When Alice sends a file to Bob, she can also send the hash of the file to Bob at the same time. When Bob receives the file, he will take a hash of it and compare his hash with the hash that Alice sent. If the file has been tampered with, then the hashes will look different. We will learn a few more building blocks like this before we talk about how it all comes together to make up the blockchain.